Today we are going to be going over surface area. To start, the definition of surface area is the amount of area covered by the surface of something. We will begin with an example of a cube's surface area. On the top left is our three-dimensional object, and on the top right is that object's net. The net is simply just a representation of the cube if it were opened up and laid out flat. We can use the net or the 3D shape to find its surface area. The formula for finding the surface area of a cube is 6a squared. A stands for a side length on a face of the cube, and a is squared to find the area of one face. That is then multiplied by 6 because a cube has 6 faces. This results in the cube's surface area. The two side measurements of this face are 4 inches. 4 squared equals 16. 16 times 6 is 96. So the surface area of this cube is 96 inches squared. Don't forget to include your units and add the squared symbol. Now let's move to the next shape. This is a rectangular prism. Its corresponding net is beside it. The net may look a little confusing. To ease some confusion, we can label each face. Now we know which face on the net corresponds to the faces on the 3D prism. The formula for finding the surface area of a rectangular prism is 2 parentheses width times length plus height times length plus height times width. Width times length represents this face's area, height times length represents this face's area, and height times width represents this face's area. Each of these three faces has a corresponding face with the same area. This is why the three faces' areas are multiplied by 2. In this example, the rectangular prism is 4 inches wide, 8 inches long, and 3 inches tall. First, let's find the first part of our formula that is in the parentheses, width times length. This is 32, since 4 times a equals 32. Now let's find the second part, height times length. This is 24, since 3 times a equals 24. Now let's find the final part, height times width. This is 12, because 3 times 4 equals 12. We can now add up all these numbers. This gives us 68. Now we multiply this by 2 to get the surface area. The surface area of this rectangular prism is 136 inches squared. Finally, we have our last 3D shape. This is a triangular prism. Its formula for surface area is BH plus rectangle plus rectangle plus rectangle. BH stands for base times height. We can use this to find the surface area of both triangles at the same time. There are also 3 rectangles that we must find the area of. The base is 6 inches, the height is 4 inches, the length is 8 inches, and the lengths of the remaining 2 legs on the triangles are 5 inches each. Notice how these two measurements are the same. This means that this is an isosceles triangular prism, or a prism with 2 of the same measurements on the triangle faces. Now let's find base times height. This is 24, since 6 times 4 equals 24. Now let's find the area of the 3 rectangles. This one is 40 inches because one of its sides measures 5 inches and the other measures 8. The other rectangle across from it also has the side lengths 5 and 8, which means that it has an area of 40 inches also. The final rectangle has the side lengths 6 and 8, which makes its area 48. Now we add each rectangle's area together. This gives us 128 because 40 plus 40 plus 48 equals 128. Now we add this to base times height, which gives us 152. The surface area of this prism is 152 inches squared. Here are some other types of triangular prisms that you may see. You can also use the BH plus rectangle plus rectangle plus rectangle formula on all of these types. That concludes this tutorial. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.